Hey guys, Elizabeth, the curly-haired country gal here. So if you saw my last rabbit video, you know that we were putting up these retaining walls in the rabbitry to keep the earth from falling. And in that video, you saw that we're concerned that we lost Mac. Now, the good news is we think that Mac is still alive. The bad news is I wonder if my 8 does aren't. For the past several days, we've come out here to the rabbitry to do chores like normal, and I have seen 0 does in here. Now this is around day 28, 29 after having the rabbits bred to Mac, so my hope is that maybe they're kindling, they're staying underground more, they're with their babies more, especially during the day, and maybe they're out more at night. There's so many scenarios running through my mind of things that could have gone wrong. Maybe during the night they've been getting picked off by owls since there's no covering over this anymore. Or maybe one of their burrows collapsed with this big rainstorm. Or maybe Mac showed them how to jump over the fence and they all escaped. So I'm really not sure what's happening with the rabbits. I went ahead and grabbed my flashlight, or actually my husband's really strong flashlight, to come out here and check out the burrows more thoroughly. Normally I can see at least a few of them up underneath the pallets, but I was seeing 0 rabbits, not even Mac. So I did have one ray of hope, because when I came back out here, I did see the rabbit that I believe is Mac. And when I shined my light into the 2 deep burrows, I saw that they're a lot deeper than I thought. So maybe, I hope, the rabbits are just deep in there. Maybe they've made all their own little burrows. There's 8 does, so that seems like a lot for this kind of small-ish area. So I think what I'm gonna do is come out here this evening when they might be more active and see if I can spot some of them. It was just a few days ago that we saw some of them. Okay, it's kind of closer to dusk. I'm coming out to check the rabbits one more time. I was looking at them with binoculars earlier from outside in case I'm spooking them. And I just have less and less hope. I have kind of a sinking feeling in my stomach that something's been taking them, which is really sad. But I got my flashlight. I'm gonna try to take a look one more time tonight. Well, I just came up here into the forest and I think I found the remains of some of my rabbits. So I'm disappointed, I'm sad. I know it's my fault for not covering the rabbitry sooner. Feels like a big setback, so I'm pretty disappointed, but I also want to keep talking to the Lord about it. I think it's definitely appropriate to grieve the loss of animals and money and goals, but I know that He's there and He's gonna comfort me, because that's what He does. And here's another one. I can think about the things that I learned and the things that I know I can do differently next time. I do know that I learned some good things. Of course, the huge takeaway is just to make sure I'm practicing good husbandry of my animals and taking good care of them. And to be honest, I knew that even the covering that I did have over the rabbitry, I knew it wasn't going to keep anything substantial out. Like a raccoon could have easily broken through that green wire. I had just hoped that it wouldn't be until after I got the electric fence around the rabbitry kind of up. So the main lesson with the rabbitry, I'm going to need to make sure that I get the whole top covered and just kind of seal that thing in like a fortress before I expect to be able to keep predators out and keep the rabbits in. So at this point, there's 2 rabbits in the rabbitry. Mac is still in here, and then we do have the black buck that's also in here. Maybe I can get a temporary home for them until I can secure the top again. I do have a plan for that, or at least an idea, to get some chicken wire and go ahead and run that over the entire thing. Okay, I'm back inside where it's warm now.
Jared was kind enough to give me a big hug and let me cry on his shoulder for a little bit, and I'm feeling better. It's too dark and cold now to get the last 2 bucks out of the rabbitry, but I'm thinking first thing tomorrow I'll try to get those 2 out before they get eaten. I'm not sure what to do next. There are some people in town who are gonna have rabbits in maybe a month or so, or maybe this summer, but I wonder if it's a way that the Lord is kind of closing the door on the rabbits just for now, so that I can focus on spending my time doing other things like getting ready for sheep and goats and getting fencing up. So, yeah, I've been praying a lot through Colossians chapter 1. When Paul is praying for the people, he says that the number one thing that he's praying for these new Christians is that they would understand what God's will is, so that they would lead lives that are pleasing to Christ. And anyway, that's kind of my prayer. That's been my prayer for my kids and my husband and my friends recently. So that's going to continue to be my prayer for myself too, that I'll understand what the will of God is in our homestead and live a life that's honoring to Him in that.